Alright guys, well I didn't mean to do another one of these Audiozerone amps, but I saw this on Amazon, and seeing as how well the last one did that I reviewed, I had to try it. So this is the Audiozerone, I think that's how it's pronounced, ZE1000.1. So it says 2000 max, but it does say that it does 1000 at 1 ohm RMS. It also has high level inputs, so you get the little connector if you want to run speaker inputs to it. It's got Velcro for the bass knob. It's a plastic bass knob, nothing crazy, and there's no mounting tabs, so you have to use like the Velcro tape that they provide. Instructions, and here's the amp. It's got some decent heft to it. So on this side, we got our high level inputs, low inputs, gain, phase, the remote input, bass boost, subsonic, and low pass filter. It's nice they give you both. Some cheaper amps don't, I've seen. And on this side, we have two pair of 12 gauge speaker outs, power protect light, 3 35 amp fuses, which that's a good sign, and 4 gauge power inputs. So let's go ahead and get this thing hooked up and see what it does. Overall, nice looking amp. I paid $68.99 for this. I'll put a link below. If this does put out 1000 watts for 70 bucks, it's going to be a great value. But let's get it hooked up and see. Okay guys, so let's check it out. At 4 ohms, the specs say 400 watts at 4 ohms. So let's see if it can do it. The last Audiozerone amp did very well, I did, so I said screw it. I'll try this one too, so I'm sure it'll do decent, I'm hoping. 400 watts is the number we're looking for. Nice. So we got 402 watts, uncertified at 4 ohms. And guys, I'll put all the test results up on a chart at the end of the video. It's easier to do that way, plus it's easier for you guys to see it all in one nice chart. So, not bad. 402 watts at 4 ohms uncertified. Let's go ahead and try dynamic. Alright, let's see if we can get a little bit more than 402 watts dynamic. Some amps do more dynamic, quite a bit more. Some don't do too much, so. Alright, so this is one of those ones that doesn't have much dynamic headroom, which, you know, it's fine. It's all how the amps are designed. So we did basically the same, 402 watts dynamic 4 ohm. Alright, let's get ready for that 2 ohm test. Alright, so the specs say, I will say it's nice they give you RMS specs on these. So it says 650 watts RMS at 2 ohm. And we will see. Oh, yep, there we go. 669 at 2 ohms uncertified. Box said 650, so these are looking like, you know, this is looking like a pretty good budget little amp brand. Beside the fact you don't know, again, I've heard some guys say, you know, you don't know how their warranty is. I'm sure it's probably not that great. I'm sure this is probably a build house just selling kind of like overstock stuff, because how could you sell the amps this cheap? I know they're cheap to make, but how could you sell them with shipping, you know, out the door for 70 bucks? So, but not bad. 669 at 2 ohm uncertified. Let's get ready for dynamic burst. Alright. Did a little more dynamic at 2 ohms, 708 watts. 2 ohm dynamic, 29.2 amps. Efficiency seems real good so far, but we'll see at the end when I calculate it and put up the chart. So far so good, guys. Alright, the 1 ohm test, stay tuned. So far this amp has done great for a $70 amp, but now it comes to the 1 ohm test, the most grueling test. Can it do 1,000 watts? Oh yes, and it did it. 1,046 uncertified. So here we go, another one of these Audiozerone amps that does what it says. Pretty epic. Let's see if we can get some more dynamic out of it. Very good. So dynamic 1 ohm, we got 1,162 watts. So very good budget amp. Again, does what it says with the box specs, which is very nice. Actually a little more. So can't go wrong. Alright guys, so here's all the results for the Audiozerone ZE1000.1 amp dyno. You can see it did very well. The efficiency was decent. Certified efficiency was actually very good. So great amp. I mean, it did the numbers. 70 bucks. Now let's go ahead and take the back off this and I'll show you guys what the insides look like. Alright, and then here is a picture of inside the amplifier. Looks pretty clean and tidy. I don't know off the top of my head if this is the same as another amp. If you guys know, you can chime in, but I'm sure it is. But pretty clean. Nice looking inside. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that. It's always interesting. Like I said, I didn't mean to do another Audiozerone amp. I already did one. But I couldn't pass it up. And these things just keep popping up on Amazon. So I wanted to test it. That way you guys know and I know. Does it put out what it says? Is it a decent, value? So seems like a great value for 70 bucks. I mean, I paid $68.99 for it. And as you guys saw, it does a solid, real, true 1,000 watts and even a little more RMS. So comes with the bass knob and it has high level input. So if you want to tap into your speaker leads, great little amplifier. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoy the content, guys, please hit that subscribe button. I'd really truly appreciate it. And thanks again, and until next time.